Off to chapter 5.
5. We're almost done the game. I think we're halfway now. Like we're just
Really?
There's only 2 chapters left, which is 6
Ooh.
and the final chapter.
Wow, sirs.
August.
Yeah. August.
It was the peak of summer.
August.
And the sweltering sun was beating down on the residents of Trista. After returning from Heimdall, we were given a whopping 5-day summer vacation before the school year resumed.
Wow. 5 days summer vacation.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It should have been 2 months.
Turns out, Thor
it's
sticks
alright.
to its military roots, only granting extended vacations to students over the New Year's holiday. However, nobles are allowed to visit home, ostensibly to give them time to become familiar with their family's holdings. And, as you might expect, that meant most students from classes 1 and 2 spent summer away from Trista. Meanwhile, classes 3 through 5 were stuck on campus, envying the nobility as they studied and trained as usual. The other members of Class 7 and I chose to stay in Trista as well, facing the heat with our fellow students.
Yeah, I guess some nobles are in vacation while there's still students at the school. Yeah.
More likely the commoners.
Yeah. No voice acting, huh?
Oh, okay.
Hey.
What? It's so hot. I'm dying in here.
I'm sick of this heat already.
Talking about it is just making me feel even hotter. The Academy should install an orbital air conditioner. At least, then it'll be a little easier to cope.
An orbital air conditioner?
What is that? Well, it's this device that blows out cool air to help regulate a room's temperature. Maybe it'll help if you think of it as the opposite of a stove. Wow, that's some kind of wizardry.
I've heard of them, but aren't they supposed to be prohibitively expensive? Only the most modern building seems to be able to afford them. Do you have one in your house?
Well, there's one in the Rhineford Company's corporate headquarters, yeah. It would be nice if my mother could spare one, you know, for the academy she sits on the board of directors for. Haha, seems a bit much to hope for. This is a military academy, so I thought we can expect an indulge quite that much.
Still, a machine to help us keep cool in the summer. Whoever first invented that should get a medal.
Okay, Michael, is that alright with you? I'm still gonna be lower for this chapter?
Yeah, sure.
Alright. I'll admit, the summer heat here is more difficult to cope with than in Langram. But as long as I think of it's another part of my training, it doesn't bother me all that much. Oh no. It's back. Go.
Very hard. Get similar summer heat waves. But there's only usually a breeze blowing in from the canyon at this time of year. Ooh, ha 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 ha.
Alright. Alright.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
It does make summer a bit easier to manage.
My hometown. Oh, wait. Okay. My hometown's up in the mountains, so it's pretty cool even around this time of year.
Now that you mention it, I wouldn't thought you three would go back home for the summer, being nobles and all.
You were given permission, were you? Haha. If everyone else was going home, I wouldn't consider it. But in the end, I decided to against it. I mean, it wasn't all that long ago I got to see Elise. Maybe next year. I came here to train. Until I feel like I made significant progress, I have no intention of returning home.
Some of you saw my father's mansion. Do you think I go back to that place like that willingly? I'd rather stay here and take my chances with a heat stroke.
You're really that uncomfortable at home, huh?
Still, hot as it is, there's a lot going on right now. I doubt all the people headed to that conference at the end of the month have much time to worry about the heat.
You make a good point. You're talking about the West Zemuria Trade Conference, right? That's the one. There's never been an international conference on the scale before, at least not in modern times. Mayor D-Tier Croix, who also happens to be the International Bank of Crossbill CEO, was the one who first proposed it. I heard that Prince Oliver will be attending on behalf of His Majesty the Emperor. And Chancellor Osborne is supposed to be attending too. Seems crazy to think we met them both just a few weeks ago. The Chancellor in particular was a pretty imitating figure.
Seems like a big scary monster.
I heard he served in the Imperial Army before becoming a politician. Then 11 years ago, His Majesty entrusted him with the position of Chancellor. Supposedly, a full 70% of the Imperial Army is under his jurisdiction. His real fame comes from establishing most of the nation's railway network, centered on the capital. Though he's also been responsible for anxiety several smaller countries and independent states around Borgonia. I believe those also took place without any bloodshed though, at least as far as I'm aware.
I won't put too much stock in what he's selling. Military spend in the country has increased exponentially since he took up his position as council. And that's only possible thanks to the tax revenue he gleans from the people to Halmdar and those next nations. Well,
he was the one who ordered the construction of those 2 railway guns they got pointed at Crossbill too. At one point, Arbonia was on the verge of a full-scale war with Calvard because of those things. Oh yeah, I heard it was actually Liberal that proposed a way to avoid an armed conflict. They ended up signing the non-aggression pact, right? Yeah. Though as I'm sure you noticed, there's still quite a bit of tension between the two countries. I wouldn't be surprised if the issue reared its head again during the trade conference.
Chancellor Osborne been a really popular figure in the capital though. Popular enough that he seems to have a group of
Terrorists.
after him.
He does seem to be the Imperial Liberation
Freaking
Front's
Google.
main target. What? What did John say?
No, Google's talking.
Oh.
oh, good goal.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Doesn't he? You know, the hammer of judgment that shall topple the dictator and all that? Indeed, they seem to harbor a deep-seated grudge against him. Their anger seemed a bit unusual in its intensity, didn't it?
He does seem like the type of who makes a lot of enemies, especially with a face like that. Well, I rather not speak ill of my father's close ally, but
come to think of it, isn't the instructor awfully late? It's well past time for homeroom to start. True, it should have started about 10 minutes ago actually. I swear, that woman, She better not be sleeping off another hangover back to the dormitory.
Won't put it past her.
Oh, sorry. Okay, let me try that again.
Okay.
I wish I could say there's no way our upstanding instructor will do that, but I won't be surprised.
Excuse me. I'll have you know I did no such thing. Today.
Instructor?
Good morning, instructor. Morning, everyone.
You're late.
Anyway, I'll have you know I've got a good reason for being late today.
Oh yeah?
And that reason
How
is
so?
we're going to be welcoming a new classmate today.
A new classmate? Someone's joining our class?
What?
Oh well. More people. More people.
Transfer student at this time of year?
I guess more people. Yeah.
Seriously?
All right, come on in.
Who is it?
Righto.
Righto.
Crow! Yeah!
Huh? Crow?
But isn't he a second-year student?
I'm Crow Armbrust. Starting today, I'll be joining you fine folks as a member of Class VII. It's gonna be pretty sweet, guys.
Yeah! We got Crow.
What?
No way.
Yeah!
What? I mean,
My favorite character.
Are you sure you want to know? It's a long tale fraught with the intrigue of school politics.
I don't think I'd put it quite like that. Back in his first year, he slacked off so much that he ended up failing a few of his classes.
Wah.
Then he came
Wow.
crying to me in a panic, like, "Oh, help me, Instructor Sarah. They're not gonna let me graduate." So I told him he's going to be joining us for the next 3 months to pay for his laziness.
You
Oh,
can't
that's
be
it?
serious.
You can't be serious.
Even more pathetic reason than I was bracing myself for.
I think you already know that Crow was one of the trial users for the Arcus test they ran last year. So I thought he might be a good role model for you. In that sense, anyway. And don't forget, he'll also be joining us on our future field studies, too.
Yeah, he's joining our field studies.
So he's our last
Looks
main,
like you
main
saved
character?
me the trouble of having to explain
what?
it all. Anyway, let's let the good times roll. Oh, and
So I was
since we're all
wondering why
classmates
there
now,
was like a little
no need for all
extra
that sweet
seat.
talking you lay on
Oh,
the
you
other
noticed
section.
that?
All right.
You noticed that?
Yeah.
Oh wow, maybe that's a hint then. Yeah.
Right.
Look, yeah, there's one seat open. Yeah.
Easier said than done.
Because it made me think.
If he was any more laid
Because
back,
since we started the game.
Oh, is this since the beginning?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Instructor, I can't help but notice you left the door open.
Because I wasn't sure if we were going to have a new
Wait,
character
is there
or
someone
something.
else too?
Well, now you got it right. Yeah.
Because I was thinking about that girl that joined us temporary earlier.
Oh, Michael, I think you just jinxed it. I think.
Aw, I was hoping to catch you
Oh.
off guard.
Hey, Michael, I think you got it right.
All right, come on in and say hello. Ugh, I thought you forgot I was out.
Yeah, Michael, you got it right.
So she wasn't temporary. She's full.
Look, she's here.
Oh my goodness.
What?
Michael, you just jinxed it.
You must be joking.
You must be.
Because you
joking.
told me she was like temporary.
Well, now she's here.
Hey,
Wowzers. I was right.
The girl we met in
Yeah.
the Nord Highlands.
Milliam's now here.
Lovers, long
She's
time
also
no
joining
see,
our
guys.
class.
Wow, so 11.
Yeah.
But I see a couple
Wowzers.
of you I don't know, so guess I better introduce myself. I'm Milliam Orion.
And she has that robot.
And this here's Eric Gilbert, but we'll just call him Lammy for short.
What the hell is that?
I guess this.
Crap!
Holy crap!
Something we saw
Holy
on
crap.
Discord.
So this is that strange girl you met in the Nord Highlands.
Oh, and a little house rule before anything gets blown up. No bringing that thing out in the classroom. If he
Yeah.
accidentally smashes a wall or blasts through the ceiling, I'm the one who's gonna get chewed
Oh
out.
yeah, true. Put that away.
Oh, true, true.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah. It's gonna cause damage.
Nice to meet you guys.
Tell me you're kidding. Please?
I really wish I could.
Well, I can see we're in for some fun times these next 3 months.
Yeah, I guess.
Heck yeah.
So, since Crow's joining here, I'm gonna use him a lot.
So more like we have 11 now.
Yeah,
I'm shocked by that.
yeah. 3 days went by. At first, no one was sure what to make of Michael Crow Umbras, and Intelligence Division Agent Milliam ordered sudden transfer into Class 7. But within a matter of days, it felt like they'd been belong there all along.
That's good.
I'm sure none of you need be reminded that it was none other than Emperor Dracos who ended the War of the Lions. But did you know that historical records tell us he had amazingly few soldiers under his command? Initially, his allies numbered only a few confidants and several warriors from Nord. And while supporters rallied him in each region, his ranks still couldn't hope to compare to the other prince armies. Nonetheless, they couldn't continue to advance, liberating every region after region, after half a year of bloody battles.
Wow.
Prince Dracos met perhaps his most well supporter, Milliam. Crow, you sleeping? You slacking up, my boy?
Oh no.
Yo, he's sleeping. It's the boy sleeping. Your boy.
Can't believe this.
He's sleeping. Would you happen to know the historical figure to whom I'm referring? Sure do. Leanne Sandlot, also known as the Last Maiden. Oh, right you are. Well done. Sandlot was the daughter of a count who ruled over a remote region, and accounts tells us she showed great martial skill from a young age. In particular, her skill with the lance was unparalleled. No excess of her had ever been bested in combat. The Last Maiden also had a group of mighty warriors under her command who fought alongside her in battle. Perhaps you'd like to illuminate us as the name of this famous band. Read. The group of mighty warriors led by the Lance Maiden. That's the. If you guys don't know, just pick one.
I guess one.
Oh, Einstein Traitor.
I guess so.
Yeah. What about John?
Stall.
Oh, Star Riddler. Michael's right. The answer is Einstein. Yeah, this one. Michael, you're right.
Yay.
The Einstein Strider, also known as the Iron Knights. They were a band of knights said to be able to charge across the battlefield like lightning, cutting down all in their path. Correct! You've done your homework. The Wandering Prince met the Last Maiden one day during the prolonged conflict in a remote region of the country. After recognizing each other as reliable and trustworthy, they pledged to fight together under a united banner. With the Last Maiden and her knights bolstering his ranks, Dracos' army swept through one region after another. It's just a year he was able to defeat the other princes and free the imperial capital, Hebdar. As an interesting footnote, the castle the Enschreiter used as their base operations 250 years ago. Just so happens to be the only hop, skip, and a jump away from Laura's home in Lengram.
Ooh.
Indeed, it's known as Loring Green Castle. It's a beautiful old building situated on the shore of Lake Ebel, to the west of Legram.
Oh, you mentioned that before. Does anyone live there now?
Oh, it's Elliot. It's Elliot.
Oh, oops.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's alright. It's alright.
Does anyone live there now?
No. Due to the dangerous terrain there, no one goes near it. These days, it exists simply as a relic of a bygone age. The Arcade family is responsible for the care and maintenance of the castle, though really only minimal work is done. Uses.
Speaking of Astrid House,
Wasn't one of your ancestors the Astrid's second in command? Indeed, the Lance Maiden's most trusted assistant and confident from what I understand. The Sandlot family line ended with the death of the Lance Maiden. And it's partly because of that the Arcade family mourns her death each year. I see. Oh, what a fascinating story. Legram, huh? Never had a mission there, so I never been able to go. Maybe I should stop by when I went to Berryhard a while back.
the crow's still sleeping.
Yeah, right. You think? Oh well. Machias.
You think she at least tries to conceal the fact that she gets sent all over the country on secret missions?
I know, she totally just let it slip that she was doing something in very hard too.
Well, I suppose it's better than her being all distant and cagey around us.
Well, I mean, that's true.
Yeah. Okay, so tomorrow's a free day, which means the next Wednesday you'll have your usual practical exam. You better all bring your A game. Oh, Milium and Crow? A few must have instructional materials you guys are going to need as part of Class 7 finally show up. I hand that stuff to you once we're done here. So I want you to come with me to the faculty lodge. Right-o! Man, what a drag. Alright, Hormoon's up for the day. Flee! Flee while you can! Machias, if you do the honors?
Yes, instructor. All rise. Bow.
I guess for this chapter we'll switch to their casual costumes. Oh, so what do you think? Well, I don't think we have the best on guard around here, at least.
Same. Though I'd rather she kept that giant silver thing of hers hidden.
I don't think she's a bad girl. I was taking a nap in the courtyard yesterday. She came and fell asleep next to me. What does that have to do with whether or not she's trustworthy?
Hee, they look like a couple of kittens all curled up together. Haha, their personalities may be worlds apart, but they're both rather cat-like in their own ways. She can't be more than 12 or 13, still practically a child. Yeah, you're right. she's so chipper all the time that it's hard to really be cold toward her. Yeah, I don't think I could bring myself to spurn her. She got this natural charm, I think.
Be that as it may, her presence here reeks of blood and iron, if you take my meaning.
Well,
it certainly seems that way.
As such, I'm planning on granting you a bit of additional assistance. I should have it ready for you in a few weeks' time.
oh, he sent her. Oh wow.
Huh,
The Chancellor sent her here. That's why. Okay.
interesting.
Yeah. It's hard to believe a girl like that could be an agent of the intelligence division. But just going off what happened in Nord, there's not much that would make me doubt it now. And then there's that thing, Agatlam. That's always with her. She calls it Lemmy, but aside from its name, we don't really know anything about it. It seems to be made from some strange material with both metallic and ceramic properties. Hard, but playable. Agreed. Doesn't look like anything you could even make even with the most cutting-edge orbital technology.
When I touched it, it felt really nice and cold.
Wow, so you actually touched it?
It hasn't escaped my notice that it seems strikingly similar to the combat shells we fight in our practical exams. I think it's safe to assume that they share kind of common origin.
Yeah,
The instructor said she was forced to accept it. Though in a sense, Millium was
yeah.
forced on us too. You're welcome to think what you will, but I don't trust her.
Either way, she's technically our classmate now, like her or not. It may be a little early to tell whether we can trust her as a friend. But we should be able to figure out pretty quickly, whether we can count on her as a member of Class VII.
Well, that's a logical way of breaking it down. At least.
you're right. It's still pretty early to make sweeping judgments.
Knowing her background would be great, but what's really important is whether we can count on her in a fight. Agreed. As students of a military academy, that's probably the most important issue.
Well, we have to wait and see.
Well, considering we're living in the same dormitory, it'll be good if we get all along. Yeah, I wouldn't want her to think we're trying to make her feel unwelcome either. And then there's Kroll. What's he like, Lorene? You seem like you get along with him pretty well. I don't know if I put it quite like that yet. If I had say, I'll describe him as a capricious, gambling addict way too prone to add up for every hand.
Adios, help us. It sounds like the kind of miscrits one would be better off avoiding.
You can't count on him when the chips are down though. He really helped me out last month when Elise went into the old schoolhouse. He's good in a fight. He's pretty handy with his Arcus too. Maybe we're worrying over nothing then.
Still, I'm not really sure how to connect with him, you know?
Well, at least we're in separate dorms for the time being. We just have to wait to see how things go.